I'm Gavin. This is my Supra. See, if we were to jump it off, it would run just fine right now. But it might not ever again, because I'm really good at taking a running car and making it into not that. See, ever since the day we brought it home, it's been a running joke how much oil this thing leaks. And the consequences of our inaction are finally catching up with us. So we got a bunch of parts on the way. And as long as the weather holds out here in a few days, we'll see if we can get a working party together and make this thing do stuff again. I really like this car and I want it to do stuff. We'll see how it goes. Welcome to Red Hen Racing.
Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy.
It's a semi-beautiful day here at Red Hen Racing, and the battery has been dead for quite some time, so we've got it charged up, and hopefully it'll start that thing.
I'll pop the hood.
Oh, pop the hood. Oh, Jay is here.
What's up?
Jay autocrosses with us in a Volkswagen CC for some reason. He's going out there to pop the hood, but he doesn't know that the door is locked. Watch it right now. Oop.
Oh, keys would help.
Yeet.
Whack.
We'll let him do the soggy part of getting the door unlocked and getting the hood popped. And then we'll carry this battery out there and see if it fucking starts. And it's raining, so I'm just gonna leave you right here. It's not that I don't love you or anything, you know, but this whole ensemble is a little sensitive to water. It's gonna start, obviously.
It's gonna start.
Hey, it's not starting, let's just push it.
Oh, it actually?
Yeah.
I can't turn harder.
Turn the key harder.
Well, that flat tire's not helping at all.
What? Is one of the tires flat?
Flat tire? Yeah, there's a flat tire. You have to close the door. You have to close it. You have to close it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It didn't start.
It didn't start. Whew.
I still think we should get it out of the way of the garage because this shit show goes south.
Yeah, you're right. We probably should. But we're not taking wheels off or really debilitating its ability to be pushed back out. So.
True.
And if all goes well, it's going to drive out of here anyway. Maybe.
We need to figure out why it didn't turn over in the first place.
It was completely dead. It did throw some lights on the dash this time, so the charge did something.
Oh, you know what I bet it is? It's probably filthy connection. Yeah, look.
Maybe.
It's loose.
Just maybe.
I bet
It would be nice to know that it does start on this battery, so let's fiddle with that connection and
let's
see if it'll start.
Let's try it.
You don't even have to push the clutch in, it's bypassed.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, fiddle that connection, Mark.
No, I think that battery's done for.
Yeah.
Nothing.
What if I give it lights?
No, we have no lights. Whack.
Whack.
Alright, different problem for a different time. Let's get into making it do stuff, I guess.
I'm gonna start with ripping apart the intake.
Yep, go ahead and grab the intake out of the way.
Yeah, let's just get started.
We
Where's
also...
your tools? I don't know your place.
Over here.
Workshop. Oh, I like how you got all your tins in like one spot.
Yep, it keeps them from running away. So, this thing was running and driving perfectly fine until I was on the way home from work one morning and started to lose power. Needle just started dropping off 12 volts, 11.5 volts, 11 volts, and managed to make it all the way home before it completely died on me. It's probably the alternator.
That shit's oily as fuck.
Yes, it's oily as fuck. Thing is, I think the alternator has died because it's completely soaked in oil. Which means that it's It's finally time to face our fears and address this oil leak. We have a notorious leaky cam tower gasket. These things are very prone to it, and basically the cams sit in this own little tower, a head on top of a head, if you will, and those leak on all of these. So
the really fun part's gonna be getting these out.
I got an impact screwdriver for that.
Yeah, I know, but when they completely round out, that's not gonna be fun.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're gonna start taking some stuff apart to get down to what we need to. And first order of business is deciding whether or not we need to do the timing belt itself. In order to do this job and get the cams and their subsequent towers out of the engine, we have to remove the timing belt off the cams, but not necessarily off of the crank. And it's not that much more work to go ahead and replace the timing belt and get the rest of the stuff out of the way that we need to do that. But I don't want to if we don't have to, so we're going to get enough stuff out of the way to be able to get that timing cover off and determine whether we need to replace the timing belt. I do have one on standby if we need it, but I don't want to need it.
You're gonna be down in there, you're gonna have the entire front assembly part anyways, you might as well just, you know, take off like, what is it, 10 more bolts to get to it and then do it?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna go through all the work, might as well do it.
Let's see what we got under there. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. She's meant. Oh shit.
Oh, dude, that's that's oily AF. How's the belt look? It's definitely stiff. Oh, dude, put your nail in that rubber, like down here, on the teeth. That's like stone.
Dang.
That's plastic.
Timing belt it is.
Time belt it is.
This day just got longer.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, at least the bearing's well lubricated.
Yeah. Yep, the idler pulley has not been run without lubrication. You're right.
Look at the oil. Look at the oil sitting in the bottom of it. Look, like, can you see the sheen at the bottom of the idler? Oh, dude. Look.
Well, you know, one thing that I did not foresee is cam seals.
Yes, cam seals.
I did not get new cam seals.
You did not get new cam seals?
I did not. We can still do all of the other cam tower gasket and such and get it right back up just about to this point, and then replace the cam seals on the back end.
I bet you, if we cross-reference those, I bet you they would cross-reference to another part that's in O'Reilly's.
Time to start calling around. We'll see if somebody's got one somewhere. It's just a circle. How oddly specific of a circle could it need to be?
I mean, technically speaking, all we need is outside diameter and inside diameter, and if the width is within like a millimeter or two, you're fine.
Oh yeah, close enough. I can gauge that with my micrometers. So I guess we are getting all the way down to replacing the whole timing belt, which does mean that we need to pull
Radiator. Fan clutch for
I
sure.
don't think the radiator itself, but the fan and its shroud do have to come off in order to get the crank pulley off.
Okay.
Fuck. All right, taking more shit apart. We're having trouble getting to the fan nuts here. A couple of them want to round off, and I was like, oh, let me just grab the vice adjustable, and somebody had no idea what I was talking about. This is my favorite tool in the world.
That's
right
a pro
here.
Mexican wrench right there.
This thing is excellent. Ever since Greenman brought one of these on our 2017 deployment, I was like, man, that's a fucking lifesaver. We have to have one of these. It, you know, you get it nudged down on there and then, shoot. Motherfucker don't round off nothing. We're gonna see if we can get that on there. Isn't that great?
That's fucking cool, dude. So like, that is.
Yeah, you get it snugged down on there and then clamp it.
That's super cool. I like this already.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that on there.
It's kind of sluggish, but you know.
All right, we're making really good progress. We've got a lot of, you know, all the stuff is out of the way so that we can get to what we need to get to. We still have to, we've got to be able to get the timing belt out over this stud, which has a bolt. Did you already loosen that?
I did.
Okay, cool. Had me worried for a second.
Yeah, I did loosen it.
We got to be able to get that bracket out of the way, which may mean fucking with the AC compressor, but whatever. We've already found top dead center. So our timing marks, we're looking at this mark here, which corresponds to a mark back here that may not pick up on camera, and it goes to the 0. And then up top, we got this E with a dot right there, and that aligns with that notch. And same on the other side, E dot notch.
Like that.
And we did stick a pokey in the no-no hole and verify that that is top dead center. So yeah, we're good to keep on trucking, taking more stuff apart. It's actually going really smooth. I sure hope nothing funny happens.
Oh boy.
Are you? Are you the strongest man in the world?
I'm strongest man in the world. Fucking pulling a crank off by hand.
Easy day. I feel like you could just wiggle it off. Okay, it's not that.
Hi!
No, it's not that. Not quite that easy.
It did move a lot.
There you go. Nice. So now that the crank pulley is off and everything is out of our way, we got all the room for activities. We can go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. It's time to pull the timing belt off. It's pretty straightforward. Just gotta pop the spring off.
There you go. Spring's off. So now we need to get a bolt on the
divot. We gotta loosen this bolt
one, yep.
right here. We gotta loosen that up so that it can slide.
There it goes.
There we go. And that's all the
Be
slack.
mindful it might spring. No, it didn't. Hey, they're perfectly in time.
We did it.
We did it. It's off.
I don't know why it's soaked in oil, like
really gross.
like completely fucking dripping oil. Man, this has been my Achilles heel for like the entire time I've owned this car. I've been scared of removing this belt to do this job. And it's nice that it's done now. It feels good. Feels good. This motherfucker's crispy. Like,
rock hard.
there's no way we were getting out of this job without replacing this belt. Not even a little
Or
bit.
it's snapping.
Yeah.
Then it would have forced the the job to be done.
He's not just naturally sweaty. He laid in coolant, I promise.
Yeah, just the floor.
He doesn't sweat just out of his back armpit specifically. Alright, so next up, throw this somewhere
You have to get that lower
in the bin. Oh, now there's oil everywhere. Next up is to pull all gears and pulleys
We should have.
so that we can remove this timing cover.
We should have loosened the cam pulleys.
They're already loosened. I loosened them earlier with the impact.
Did you?
Yeah. I snugged them back up, but the impact just yoinks them right off.
You didn't do this one.
Maybe. Impact just yoinks it.
Okay. As long as it doesn't hurt.
Oh,
Please don't turn it.
Oh, you didn't loosen them. Oh, God.
Please
no.
don't loosen it.
Oh, God.
Boop. Oh, that moved.
Easy day. It's okay. We have to move it to retime it anyway. We can get those out of the way, pull those and those and those and those, and get this cover gone.
Hold on. I got it.
Oh, damn.
It's pretty gross.
Why would they put a gasket on the back of this cover?
I hate that.
Hey, I'm starting to think that this might have been our main source of oil leak. Look at all that shit.
Possibly, but also all this up here. I still think your your front main is leaking like hell because look how wet it is down there.
Hey, that's gross.
Honestly, dude, I think your cam seals are okay.
Well, be dumb to not replace them while we're in here.
Yeah.
We do have to wait on those. We're not finishing this tonight because O'Reilly's, for some reason, they're slacking and they don't have parts on hand for a 40-year-old Supra for some reason.
For some reason.
Come on. But we can pull the cam towers, so we can do that now. All we've got to do is pull these valve covers. These are the valve covers. These Phillips I already broke loose with an impact screwdriver.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, that's actually pretty clean.
And now you're giving it like synthetic oils and shit.
What do you think I put in here?
You don't put synthetics in here?
No, it gets Sam's Club Pennzoil 10W40. Until Castrol pays me to wrap it in a Castrol Tom's livery like I want to, it's getting whatever is on sale at Sam's Club.
It's clean inside. It looks really good.
In order to get this cam tower off,
It's all those little 12s.
we have to pull these guys. I think they're actually 10s.
You think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're 10s. We just got to pull those guys out,
Oh yeah, they are 10s.
and that cam tower will pop right off.
It's
You got to retrieve the floor rocker.
yeah, the floor.
Perfect.
It's covered in dirt. We have to clean it before we put it back in the motor.
Yeah. We'll make very sure to clean that before it goes right back over here. Boop. Like nothing ever happened. Hey, that came off pretty easy, actually. When you use a really big impact to yoink
did.
out 10 millimeters.
He did in fact do that, and I was very upset about it. And I was even more upset that he went all the way front instead of going middle, back and forth in a sequence.
Fucking nerd wanted me to sequence. I'm over here using the big impact. You think I'm gonna do a sequence? Gasket doesn't look that bad, but for being a steel gasket, it does seem like they may have coated it in something. Maybe an RTV or some manner of sealant spray. I think it was probably only leaking right up here, very front and center. That might be the only spot that was actually leaking. You know, based on what we're finding in here, I don't think cam tower gaskets were nearly as...
side.
I don't think they were the whole problem, nearly. I think it was this timing cover, galley, whatever the fuck gasket that is.
I think a lot of your problem with your
bitch.
shoes. Look at this. Look at that cam tower, that side. Look at the fucking seepage.
You think that cam tower is going to be worse?
Yeah. Look at it, dude. Look at the grease over there.
Little more inconvenient doing the intake side. We've got to move the throttle body or maybe the whole manifold. I don't know. Why am I pointing with this? The throttle body itself, it's got to come off, or we just remove the whole intake manifold. I'm not sure yet. Distributor is going to either come off or come with it, so I'd rather take it off and just leave it vibing right here somewhere. Yeah, let's take some more shit apart.
Oh no, the brake clean has peeled off the paint under.
Oh no, my careful buildup of paint on my painting table. Your brake clean has fucked up my paint on the paint table. God damn it. While I'm taking apart the rest of the intake side, it occurred to us that Jay can go ahead and start putting the exhaust side back together. Because we're not waiting on anything parts-wise to be able to reassemble the cam towers themselves. So...
You know, ADHD squirrel brains at work here.
Yeah.
Only the finest.
I'm really glad that there's not just like a constant camera rolling, because like...
You would be
I would have so much editing to do to cut out everything that's not stuff. We're doing a lot of not stuff, but we're having a good time, and that's all that really matters. Everything is still going very smoothly.
Fixing cars with buttons.
Throttle side came apart pretty good. The cam tower's good to go back on.
It's on backwards. You grab that face really quick so I can switch my grip. There on the stud. Art. Fuck.
Back up.
Shit. I don't want to drop that though. Ah, shit. Grab that front part. We could do this. We could do this without pulling it off. Oh.
I'm gonna put you down. We need more hands.
God damn it.
All right, exhaust side is back on. Still waiting on valve cover. Intake side is off. And boy,
Now this is the side. This is the side that was leaking. Look at that shit. All the way down the block.
yeah, that's let's get that gasket off of there and see what it looks like.
Yeah. Careful, careful, careful. Grab for the middle. Careful, SpongeBob. Grab for
Careful,
the middle.
SpongeBob.
No, the middle.
Like it's actively got oil on it right now, and this engine hasn't even run in a month.
Yep. Also, we just came to the discovery that this side is much cleaner than that side. Like the inside this
weird.
cam tower is
The inside
like,
of this cam
damn near
tower
mint.
like is really clean, whereas this side looks like baked on oil. And can only assume that that's because it's the exhaust side and it gets hotter. I don't know. This gasket doesn't show any visible signs of failure.
It does.
All
the flat spots. So
flat spots, it's a fucking gasket.
I know, but if you look at this, like you can see like where the grease was building up on the side, all along the way. That's their failure. This thing was hemorrhaging oil for a good long while.
Yeah, a little bit. Get it cleaned up, get the tower cleaned up, and
Put it back together.
put it back together with a new gasket.
And new shiny parts, maybe.
And maybe some new shiny parts. We've been getting distracted.
ADHD, it's a great tool.
It is. Weaponized. Got got some surprises for you. Just hang in there. We're getting there. I promise.
It's gonna be happy.
This thing is so f***ing gross.
It's greasy. This thing needs a power wash.
We hit a little bit of brake clean all around it, but it needs a lot more. We're gonna be doing a good soaking, degreasing once this is all done.
Video of that. Watching this motor go from a turd to a slightly cleaner turd.
Yeah, slightly cleaner turds. That's all you need. You ain't gotta completely polish them. Would really like to be able to clean up all of this shit, but this is open oil gallery here. I don't know why. Oil pressure goes there. The oil can come out and things can go into the oil for some reason. We are coming up on a stopping point for the night. Once these cam towers are resecured, we can't fully reassemble until gasket kit comes
Seals.
in. Yep, cam seals, the front main. We're gonna finish torquing up that side.
We made the mistake of pulling this.
We pulled out the distributor because it attaches to that cam tower.
But we didn't need to pull it.
But we may not have needed to, and now we have to figure out how to time its gear back up with
The cam.
Gear.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Minor inconvenience.
Minor.
We probably should have just unplugged the distributor and pulled it off with the cam tower. Also can't put the throttle body back together yet because it has a gasket that is
fried.
pretty trashed. So
It's gone.
We'll have to wait until the gasket kit gets here to do that as well.
Now we have to do the really annoying torque sequence that this thing is. It's really annoying, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's a little inconvenient.
It's kind of stupid.
There's 12 or 13 bolts, and you have to dance around very specifically. So it's kind of a pain in the ass.
One. If I remember right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's just making it up as it goes.
No.
We're gonna check the diagram.
Yeah, we're gonna check. But that's how it goes. It like literally will go around like that, inside to out.
Just like that. And with that, cam tower gaskets are replaced. Everything is torqued back down.
At 10:18, we started this shit
10
show
o'clock.
at 2.
Yeah, we started at like 3 o'clock, but
yeah.
it's been a pretty inefficient day. We get distracted pretty easily. And we had to go on a couple of supply runs, and no. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with how not awful it was and the amount of time it took to do it. We're just waiting on a couple of seals to replace these camshaft seals, which I think were a major source of leakage.
Also, I just noticed something.
And the gasket that goes there. What?
That seal's like hella crooked. Look how crooked they are. They're not seated right. These were not put in great. These were replaced at some point.
Probably. I mean, it's like 40 years old. It does only have like 70,000 miles on it, but
It looks great inside.
it is like 40 years old. Yeah, everything came apart super nice, actually. We didn't encounter literally any
Not a single
broken
bolt.
bolts, cross threads,
Stripped out.
strippings, like nothing.
This thing has not been into.
It came apart easy. It's a little bit tedious of a job, and that's kind of why I've put it off for so long. I was more intimidated by having to pull timing, but once I found out that it's a non-interference engine, so it's not nearly as high risk as I thought. And I also found a video of a literal child doing this.
Hey guys, how the heck are you? I hope we're doing great. I hope you're having an awesome day. In today's video, we are starting to get into the engine part of this restoration. Basically what we're doing is we have to replace all the gaskets, we have to replace all the belts for timing and all that.
Big props to you, bud. Go check him out. He's doing a really good job over there. All of his shit is several years old, and he's probably like a whole adult with 3 DUIs by now, but he's doing a good job. Yeah, that video was one of the main inspirations that told me that I could handle doing this with adult supervision.
It's just Legos.
It's just Legos.
It's just Legos.
So, we're going to call it a night. I'm going to clean up some parts in the meantime. Get all this stuff decrusted and get the old gasket material off, and, you know, just kind of, I'm going to clean up some things in the meantime. We'll check back in with you when the new seals and gaskets get here in a few days.
It's late. We're tired. Our brains are dead.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, I guess. Good time to remind you to subscribe. I don't know. Got a big old box of gaskets and seals. So where's your main seal?
Oh no. Is that your beef and cheddar? Bad noises.
Ay, go faster, ay, go faster, ay.